What's up, you guys? What's up? I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a quick story time. So most of you guys know that I ride motorcycles. I just want to tell you guys a story about how I rode my first motorcycle and all the problems I had trying to ride this damn motorcycle. So I went to motorcycle school, and I think it's like a week-long course or something like that. You're on the bike some, you're in the class some, doing like paperwork or studying and stuff like that. After the course is over, I'm like, okay, I'm on my bike now. I passed the class and everything, you know, but I knew I wasn't a professional. I'm super confident for no reason, I think. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and go online. I'm about to buy me a bike. I'm about to ride it. I'm about to be on, right? I went online and I found this guy on eBay who was selling a motorcycle, the kind of motorcycle that I like, because when I was at school, I practiced on a cruiser, and so I fell in love with cruisers. I had never ridden a sports bike, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get on a sports bike because now I'm kind of scared to be on a sports bike. I don't know if it's gonna be too tall for me, because it feels like sports bikes are so damn tall. But so cruisers are low. They have a seat. You feel comfortable. Like it's just, I mean, of course the other ones have seats too, but it's just so much more comfortable. You're up here instead of like down here. It was just amazing. I was like, hey, yeah, I need this kind of bike or whatever. So like I said, I found this guy. He was willing he asked me if I wanted to come pick it up, or did he need to deliver it to me, and I was like, yes, you're gonna have to deliver that puppy to me. So we had set up this whole day and stuff like that for him to deliver it. He came, he delivered it. It looked beautiful. If I could find a picture, I'm gonna find a picture. I'm gonna insert the picture here of my motorcycle. So I was just like, yes, this is the day. I don't care, I'm not gonna wait, I'm about to just go. So he asked me something and I was like, yeah. Like I didn't even think about what he was saying. I was like, yeah, bye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go. I'm about to go get on this bike and go, whatever. I had already got my helmet. I had already got my gloves. Like, I was on. I was renting a room at the time at this guy's house. So I locked up the house or whatever. I got on my bike, and my mission was to go to my boyfriend's job. I lived in Riverside. He worked in Riverside, but Riverside is freaking huge if you guys don't know. It could take you close to an hour on the streets to go from one side of Riverside to the other side of Riverside. So I got on my motorcycle and I'm riding, you know, and like when I'm riding, every turn I'm doing is a left turn. Every turn I'm doing is left. So I'm going straight, I make a left. I'm going straight for a long time, I'm making a left type of thing. So it was finally time for me to make a right. And making a left and making a right is two different things. Any motorcyclist will tell you that making a right is totally different than making a left. And so I made a right, and it was cars behind me, and there was no cars in front of me, of course, but as I'm turning, I'm not putting enough throttle. So I'm leaning instead of going. Like I'm going, but I'm leaning more than I'm going. And so I got scared. And so I'm like, I took my foot off the bike and put it onto the ground. So I put my foot on the ground and everybody's like looking at me. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like riding and my foot going, and then I'm moving and throttling and my foot going. It was so freaking bad, you guys, so freaking bad. So I'm like going and going, and immediately, no, after a while, I didn't have my hand on the clutch, or I didn't have my hand on the clutch at the same time as I was trying to do something, braking something, I don't know. So the motorcycle just cut off on me. It just freaking stalled out on me. I was like, okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, motorcycle. So everybody's driving past me now, making their rights. Like, I'm just like so freaking embarrassed. So I'm like, okay, breathe, take a breath. I cannot sit here for too long. I cannot let people see me looking like this, right? So I was like, okay. So I got back on my bike. And I'm like, cool, cool. So in my head, I'm like, I'm doing good because, you know, I can ride, you know? So I'm doing good, like, yes, like, this is what I'm talking about. So I'm riding. And then now I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, I can't make no more rights. Like, I'm not making no more rights. That's just not happening. So every time I was like thinking like, okay, where am I at now? Okay, I can make a left here, but then if I make a left here, then I make a right over there. So I just kept on going straight. Just kept going straight until I got to the right street. But then my bike started to like, putt, like boop, 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 like boop, boop, boop. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I'm tripping out. I'm like, am I running out of gas? Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I ended up just like, I kept like going into like parking lots, and then getting my bike back started, and then driving off, and then do it again. So then I park into another place, and then I said, okay, let me get it back started again, and then it starts again, and then it was just this whole issue. So finally I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this no more. So I ended up calling up my homeboy. He stays like all the way in the next city, but he rides bikes. So I kept telling him like, dude, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what's going on. I think I ran out of gas or something's going on with this bike. He was like, all right, I'm gonna come get you. So he rode all the way to me on his motorcycle. So he was like, he kept looking at it. He was like, he said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. He opened up the tank, it's full of gas. He was like, I don't know what's going on. But then he looked and he seen that my freaking tank was on reserve. So on a motorcycle, or I don't know if all motorcycles, but I know my motorcycle, you have a tank, you have a switch for your gas tank. You have an off setting, and then you have a reserve setting, and you have a tank setting. The tank is all of your gas. The reserve is the extra gas just in case you don't get to the gas station in time. That's like a few miles of gas in that tank just in case. I was set on the reserve tank. So while I was driving on reserve. So, and it kept putting out because the reserve was going empty. Oh my gosh. So he said, the guy didn't tell you about this reserve. I said, you know what? He did say something to me before he left, and I was just like, yeah, bye. He must have been asking me, do you know how to do the reserve tank and this and that. I didn't listen. I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, so he put the reserve tank on. I mean, he put the actual tank on. He got it started up, whatever like that. And it was already about to be dark at this time. So he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ride you back on your bike, and then pick up your car. Cause I had a car and a bike. Cause you know me, I'm always doing it big. But so we got on my bike. He rode me on my bike to my house, and then we got in my car, and I took him back to his motorcycle, and then he went home. Oh my God. I never did make it to my boyfriend's job. It was so freaking embarrassing. But after that, I never really dealt with that again. I never really dealt with that situation again. So if you guys like videos about my motorcycle and how I am a biker, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will definitely tell you guys some more stories. They're actually pretty juicy. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.